Yo, Del Larson here. Welcome to Synthesize Sunday number 30, yeah. And we in this video we continue making this cool drop. In the previous Synthesize Sunday episode, we made this bass. And today I'm showing you how to make this sound. Pretty overused stuff, but the concept behind it is funny. And if you haven't seen the previous Synthesize Sunday episode, I highly recommend you to watch that. But in short, I need to tell you that a very good friend of mine sent me this video. And I said it's awesome, but we need to make a lot cleaner version, so he sent me this. Okay, how awesome is this again? And I use this short stuff from it. I imported it into Serum. How I did that, you really need to watch the previous episode of Synthesize Sunday. And in today's bass sound, this again, I imported it the same way. So please watch it and then you will know. So in this episode of Synthesize Sunday, I just used the same wavetable, but I used an RM ring modulation stuff here. I modulated it with this sine wave. It's a simple sine wave, but I used mirror warping mode. Okay, I have LE41 and I modulated it with tons of stuff like this is Oscillator A is the main wavetable, which, as I said before, is modulated with Oscillator B. So I turned off and I pulled back the level of Oscillator B fully down, so it doesn't give out any sound. And I modulated the wavetable position on a very, very short part of the wavetable. And I made the rhythm using the shape of LFO by, adjusting the level knob. And I also did that with sub and noise, which I think it's not really necessary. Let me see it. Okay, it makes it sound a little more clean, a little cleaner, but it's really on your taste. I think it's better with the noise. With this, it's a cymbal loopy stuff here. So I also used LFO on several places, like distortion filter, which I turned off again. And the EQ, which is very important here because it gives the talky sound the character of the sound, the vocally character of the sound. So let me turn it off and you will see. Altogether with the filter here, it makes the sound very, very cool talky stuff. And as you can see here, I use LE41 on filters too. The HP filter and on the peak, because this HP means that it's a high pass filter and the peak filter at the same filter module. So I modulated the frequency of these using LE41. And this is the purpose of LE41 here. I have LE42, which I just, as before, I used to make some more interesting character on the movement to the sound, so it won't be so static, but it will move during the during the automation or during the sequence of the sound. This is all. I used the ring modulator knob, some wavetable position and some mirror warping on oscillator B. I think there is nothing else here. Let me check. And filter cutoff, yeah, I just modulated it with a little more, you know, just make the sound more interesting. Okay, so let me see the effects, because I believe you can get the idea what I did here. I use a 5 voices unison on oscillator A, and this is all basically, it's very simple stuff. Ring modulator. Let me show you the sound without the ring, because you know the... Wait, I think I forgot something. Yes, I believe I forgot to tell you that I get rid of the highs by using one of the Squarify multi-feature here, what is formula, I believe. This is, yes, this is it's called formula. You know what Squarify means. It gets rid of every second bars from the harmonics panel here, every second bin basically. And there is a, well, there is a place somewhere in the forum, Xverse forum, where somebody made this Squarify formula based on, you know, just not the full spectrum. It doesn't pulls out every bar from the full spectrum, but some percentage of it, like 90, 80 and stuff. This is a very handy feature if you want to tweak your wavetable in a different way, not just fully squarified, but just a very small part of it. Go search after it on the Xverse forum. It's really handy. So I believe this is what I did here, just made the sound a little more squarey basically, but it lost its this way it lost its you know, that rusty growly character. So this is why I use an RM, but if I turn it off, you will see what I get. It's very flat, so this is why I wanted to use an RM here. So you can set the amount of RM and set the amount of growliness using the LFO2 automation, what is it, length or range maybe. This is, yeah, range may be the best expression for that. So let's see the effects, a hyper and a distortion, but not too much distortion on tube. And I use a slight amount of chorus here. To make the sound a little more 3D. And here is an interesting stuff here, this delay, because you know, I didn't use this delay like in ordinary format or ordinary form. This delay is giving the sound a more metallic tone. But how did I achieve this? I did by using the delay time in a very short amount. Like I think it is 8.65 on both channels. So let me show you what it does. So now you can clearly hear what delay does. I didn't want to delay this long by adjusting the feedback knob. I just wanted to give a little more metallic sound, and I also tweaked the mix to find the best spot what I really liked. If you want, you can turn off the link here and you can tweak the sound on both right and left channels to make the sound more stereo wide and interesting. But I wanted to be, you know, static on every. I wanted to have the same numbers on each channel. So this is what delay does here. I had the OTT compressor like always, and I also talked about the EQ. And I really, you know, I'm using this comp really only for amplitude the sound to make it louder. There is no other purpose here, and some reverb. So it's a cool little effect to it. While here is this EQ is an important feature here, an important addition, because on itself the sounds, this whole Serum patch sounds a little dry and flat. You know, it contains some frequencies what really needs to cut and boost it. So this is the original. It's pretty flat and bad sounding stuff. If you think you can use an OTT to bring it out and make it more shiny, you can do it, but because I use a reverb here and some other stuff like the delay and maybe the chorus would give some nasty result. Wait, let me uncheck the reverb again just to show you. You know, I didn't want to boost up this delay metallic tail and really sound, and also I just don't like the sound what it gives. So with an EQ I was able to achieve a lot more satisfying result. I just boost the high end up because it really needs to be boosted. It's very flat without that, and I cut out at around 5 or 4 kilohertz because there is an annoying noisy character to it what I didn't really like. Some boost on the middles and on the lows, but that is not very important. You can fully cut it out and use a different track for the sub. Maybe that is the best method to do that. But again, it's really on you. This is Carnage EQing. It's not enough thumpier. Let's make it more thumpier. More thumpy. I want more thumpiness. Where is 6? Where are you? Here is 6. EQ band 6. Okay, still very flat. Let's make it more thumpier. Okay, now I really like the sound. So this was, of course, I forgot the saturator and the limiter like always to avoid clipping. So this is today's Synthesize Sunday. It's really fat and great sounding bass. I hope you like this method and especially the EQing. And you can download this full project without the drums only. Of course, I'm talking about only the basses. And I hope you enjoyed this. Please share it on your Facebook. See you next week, guys. Bye-bye.